Ladies and gentlemen, Bowie's own Matthew W. Rockville. Take it away, Matty.
Thank you, Alex. All right, my name's Matty Rockville. I'm going to do a bunch of songs here for you and talk and get this Rockville Residency bumping. This one's called It's Fine. It's 10:30 in the morning and I'm craving whiskey. The bottle is empty, the flask is dry. The morning's looking bleak, just like all the others. And I really want is to get you off my mind. Days, weeks, months, I've passed drinks, they only get stronger. The longer the days means the sadder the nights. The thought of her racing through the brain. No sooner she's gone, a ghost comes haunting again. And I don't know what I'm searching for anymore. You just got the hell out. You walked right out the door, and it's fine. It's 12:30 in the afternoon and I've got my hand on shaking since I everything's alright. To forget never an option. To heal, I guess we're only in time. And I don't know what I'm searching for anymore. You just got the hell out. You walked right out the door. That's fine. And every time I look at her, I see her laughing. She's happier than before. And every time I look at her, I see her smiling. I guess it's time to shut the door. That's fine. It's 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 fine.
Bravo, sir. Bravo. I gotta keep myself from singing along like the harmonies. It's so tempting.
You can sing along as much as you want, Alex. I'm all about it.
Oh boy, that it's fun and like principle, the thought of it, but I don't think harmonies over the internet halfway across the country.
Well, it depends how much of a lag there is and stuff like that. I wonder if it would work though.
You know what? It would work. So I'm running the audio all through my thing. You know what I mean? So like the audio I'm hearing is real time, that what's going out, and then my microphone
Yeah.
is so maybe, but we'll see. I don't want to get too weird with it, but I
Theory,
love
it
that
should
song.
work.
Maybe.
I love the image that you used as the capture in the back because Tyler in the background just kind of staring there too.
Just a second. This is where and it's worked out better than I thought. As much as we'd like to have the video, we will get there through grinding.
We'll work on it. So this is just audio for now for all those
right.
listening.
Yes, and before you cut into the next song, though, never mind. They didn't approve your emote yet, so I will let you continue. But I had a special surprise I wanted to show you, and Twitch hasn't approved it yet.
That's okay. Well, again, we'll get there. This is the pilot.
That's right. Not even the first
Anybody
episode.
picks this up.
It's the pilot. This isn't real. Well, take it away, buddy. What do you got for us next?
This song is also off my album Chestnut Avenue. Came out in 2014. It's called This Town. So, here it is.
Yeah. Your phone wanted to duet with you a little bit at the end. That was good. That was good. I love that song. That's the one that I used to hijack time on stage from you to come sing backups, and eventually you just stopped trying to stop me.
100%. I have a few notes and stuff that I've written about a couple of the songs and stuff here, and one of them that I had written was it's one of my favorite licks that I've written, like the little doodling.
Yeah.
And the lyrics, now we must take a journey and we all think do or die, but sometimes in this game of life we're just strangers passing by. I always thought that was very, not to toot my own horn, but very Bob Dylan-esque kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, Dylan's, man, that's a tough toot. That's a close toot. You're nearing.
Yeah, it is a tough toot.
But it's okay. You're nearing toot territory, but we won't award you with a toot. You've been awarded no toot.
No toots in this one.
And those are off Chestnut Avenue. We have a picture up here in the corner to all those listening, and we have in the chat commands. Chat command Maddie brings you right to Spotify, right to the album, right there.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you need to go there. But
Yeah, just go ahead and click on that sucker.
any fun stories about these songs you want to share?
Yeah, well, it's fine. The one that I played first. It was around 2011-ish, 2010, 2011. I think it was kind of the beginning of 2011 is when I wrote the song. And me and a buddy of mine, Ray, we were both going through pretty bad breakups. And so it was one of those things where we were just drinking a ton and hanging out and partying. And it was constantly, it's fine. It's fine. Like, and you know, it's funny. I still hear people say that kind of stuff today where it's fine. So that's where that was kind of taken from the it's fine part. There was one night we were at Ray's place and I drank excessively, and of course I was staying the night there, so it wasn't an issue.
Mm-hmm.
And so I drank enough to where I passed out, didn't feel well, was gonna puke, woke up, did it, and rallied. And then I eventually jumped down the stairs.
What?
The things that you do when you're drunk, you become Superman. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I went and I just kind of tumbled down the stairs. And everyone like turned around and was like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah."
He's back.
Why'd you do that? I'm like, "Because I wanted to."
Did you tumble or jump? Like, what's...
It was more of a tumble than a jump. Like I fell down the stairs, but intentionally.
Okay. But that was the beginning. That was you're putting a flag in the ground saying, "No, this is the rally. It's right here."
This is the rally. This is what's happening. I'm coming back. Let's party.
But this town is my favorite of all the music that you've written, and you know I've never made it that never made my opinion shy there. So I'm curious if anything you could tell the beautiful people at home about that song, that gorgeous piece of music.
That gorgeous piece of music. Thank you. I wrote that actually when I was living down in Florida. That tune is a very old tune. Like I wrote that back in like 2005, 2006.
Damn.
And yeah, I was living down in Florida at the time. I was going to this school called, at the time it was Full Sail Real World Education. It has since changed name to Full Sail University or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had friends down there, and I actually had some really close friends, but what had ended up happening was they had forced me into a class ahead of everybody that I had already made friends with. So I was alone for about a month, where I didn't see my friends because it was intense. So you basically only saw the people that you were in class with.
Right.
And I ended up failing the class, too, because I didn't have any of my friends around. I mean, it's my own fault. If I had applied myself more, I probably would have passed, and everything would have been fine. But it failed out of that class, so when I went back and took the class the month before, I ended up failing that one too, went back to the other class that I had failed, passed that, passed the next class, and so I was about 3 months behind in total, but I didn't see my friends very much anymore, so I was just ready to get out of there. I'd see them on the weekends possibly if we weren't too busy or like when classes changed and stuff, but you made your core group of friends, and by the time you were months into the program, everyone had already made friends, so there wasn't really too many people to hop onto to make friends with. Of course I did, but like not good friends. Like the friends that
it's hard for people not to come find you and want to be friendly with you. You're a friendly guy.
Right.
I can see that. But this town like putting it together, like that riff. Where does that riff? Because it's so simple, but you're right. It is one of the best licks you've written. It's so simple, but it's easy, and I've never really heard it before. As simple as it is, it just kind of came
I
to you.
honestly don't know where it came from. I was just sitting in my room one day and it came to me.
It feels like any of us could have written it, and it just you did it first.
And it just happened to be me.
Love it. Well, Maddie, do you have any more gorgeous songs to play for us? I'm sure you do.
I've got a few here. So one of the things that when Alex and I were talking about the Rockville Residency kind of things to do with it was come up with a couple songs of my own and then come up with a couple of covers that I used to do at the open mic at the old Bowie Grill all the time, like some of the main ones. So I'm going to play a block of songs about or songs that I'd done at the old Bowie Grill. So this one's an Alkaline Trio song. It's called Bleeder.
Shot from Beowulf just being just a little bit.
Blink-182's Matt Skiba thanks you for that cover.
All right.
That's great. That's a good one. That's a really good one. I like that song.
Kind of fun about that song is Alkaline Trio and Hot Water Music ended up doing a split. And on that, pretty much Alkaline Trio did a couple Hot Water Music songs and Hot Water did all Alkaline Trio songs. And that was one of them that Chuck Reagan had done himself, just acoustic, just like that. His version is much cooler than mine.
We have a friend join us, Chains of Death Ninja. Hello, welcome to the Rockville Residency. That right there is Matthew W. Rockville, and he thanks you for coming.
Hi, James.
All right, I'm typing something back feverishly.
Feverishly.
When did you start? You started playing that one. When did you? Is that a grill one? Because I can remember you playing that.
Yeah, it was definitely a grill one. So I played here and there. It wasn't one of my main ones, but it was one that actually, other than freaking Wagon Wheel and that was probably one of my most requested songs because Mike Edwards and Aaron and a bunch of them always like singing along to it. And usually everyone else, it was after Wise Eyes or something, they'd go and they'd hang out in the patio and smoke their cigarettes and stuff, and those two would hang out and listen, and other people would listen too. So it worked out.
Glad they'd listen. You know, the cigarette set.
Yeah, the cigarette set.
The dreaded.
We all got stuck in a cigarette set.
You were the best cigarette set though. I would never go in for you ever. I was always right up at the front. I will brag there. I was your biggest fan for a long time. Possibly.
I definitely appreciated it. You'd be sitting there singing along.
Hell yeah. But yes, we changed the channel's name, M3 on Air. It's a big family now, and Maddie's a part of this beautiful family with us.
Yeah, now you're going to have to, hopefully at least once a month, deal with me. So.
Hopefully. This is going, and I will say, this is, for a pilot episode, everything's looking good. I'm loving it. And I do want to test something. So you said you're watching the stream yourself? Yes. I want to see how this works. So this is another big, since this is pilot and we're testing, Change, you tell us how this looks. There he is. It worked.
It hasn't popped up on my end yet.
It will. Give it a second.
There it is.
Those are there forever.
Mary is now following. I like that.
So that is now on this channel.
Man.
For any time I'm streaming, if someone follows M3 on, they get it for, if they donate.
Oh, yeah.
You'll hear that in a minute. So the donations are there. You guys can donate, send bits, any of that. Half goes to the channel and half goes right into the pockets of one beautiful Matthew W. Rockville. Feed him more. Make it happen.
Like how the words dance.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fun. But
make it dance, y'all. Make it dance.
That's what, and they're here to make you dance. Like, that's what we do. It's okay. We're here to dance for your entertainment.
The whole point is to dance.
But I love it. We're going to get video and stuff like that going perfectly. But you have another cover for us, Mr. Matthew. Is that true?
Yes, this one is I'll prove it. This one's by the Gaslight Anthem.
Yes.
A song called Great Expectations.
Take it away, baby.
Alrighty.
Mary in the station is playing every sad song. Like remember when we were alive. And I heard and sung these songs from inside these walls in a prison cell where we spent those nights. And they burned down the diner where I always used to find her, licking young boy's blood from her claws. And I heard about the blues from this kitten. I knew her hair was raving, her heart's like gold. My heart's like gold. I saw 10 lights last night, no dream about my own life. Everybody leaves and I'd expect as much from you. I saw 10 lights last night, no dream about my own life. Everybody leaves and why wouldn't you? Mary, I worried and stalled every night of my life. Better safe than making the party. I never had a good time. I sat by my bedside with papers and poetry about a Stella. With great expectations, we have the greatest expectations. I saw 10 lights last night, no dream about my own life. Everybody leaves and I'd expect as much from you. I saw 10 lights last night, no dream about my ex-wife. Everybody leaves and why wouldn't you? I can't go on, said my head's too heavy, need that song. saw taillights last night, I dream about my own life. Everybody leaves and unexpected loves from you. I saw taillights last night, I dream about my ex-life. Everybody leaves and why wouldn't you?
Everyone loves Gaslight Anthem. Everyone.
Oh, right? Who doesn't love this?
You mentioned playing a Gaslight Anthem song, and that I recall a conversation between the two of us. I'll share now. It's kind of funny. We were at the old house, and I just was bullshitting, talking with you one day. I think I might have been coming from work, and you were talking about Gaslight Anthem. You know, like there was some, and they were kind of like this underground, not a lot of people knew about them band. And I was like, yeah, I heard him on the radio the other day. This is just when 45 started getting airplay, like just. And you were like, no, no way. Wait, what? And you just couldn't believe that Gaslight Anthem was on the radio. Yeah, they had just started playing 45 on DC 101. Like,
Yeah, and 45 ended up becoming a pretty moderately decent radio hit too. Like you heard it on like DC 101 all the time.
fell in love with
after
the
that.
band from that song. Like I'd never heard of them, and then obviously there's the New Jersey connection where we find each other.
Always, it's a Jersey thing, you know.
Yeah, but Gaslight is great. You've always killed those Gaslight songs, so I love when you play them.
Thank you.
What else?
And,
Oh, go ahead. No, sorry, buddy.
One of the things with that song was Brian Fallon, the lead singer of Gaslight Anthem, has done numerous things solo too. So he does just Brian Fallon. He's done Horrible Crows, you know, things of that nature. And he was on tour with Chuck Reagan at one point where they were both doing their own kind of thing, and they did a live version of that song. And so that's where I first heard it acoustic. And then he's the one who threw in that Alkaline Trio part in the center. That bridge is actually not the original bridge in the band song. He throws in that part, and it's from Warbrain from Alkaline Trio. He throws in that part. I thought that was a cool thing, so I started doing it too. And the only person who ever like actually got it and like noticed it was well, there was two. It was our good friend Jack Chavez.
Yes.
And Adam actually was the one who recognized it and he was like, "Hey, that was pretty cool." And I was like, "It wasn't my idea, but you know, thank you."
Oh, those two. Hey, you know what they are. Like, you compared to the other, you know, at this point, they are good friends comparatively.
We're around.
Nice, yeah, you know.
No denying that.
But and those actually, but those two, that does make sense because they were of that same. You all introduced me to that stuff. I almost said that shit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's all the stuff that we all listen to, you know, pretty normally.
I couldn't never put a name to it, like Gaslight Anthem, the Lawrence Arms, like that type of music. You guys showed it to me, and I was like, "What is this?" I don't know. It's what we listen to. Very strange, but I like it.
It's the punk rock we're into.
Yeah. All right. What else do you got down the pipes there, Matty?
All right, we're gonna do a couple originals again.
That's right.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit of a sadder tone. There were two things that kind of brought this song together. One of them was in 2011, 10 or 11. Had to have been 11 because no, 2010. That's exactly it. So wow, hey, look at you, good memory.
I was off air for that one.
You know why now I know for a fact it's 2010 because it was the same time I hadn't joined Brothers McGinnis yet. I was about to. So I was playing their set breaks. It was the Christmas show. It was actually, I want to say the 18th, December 18th, 2010. And so I'm up there, I'm playing the set breaks, and the guy I talked about before, Ray, had come up. Him and his friend Bernie were there and all hanging out. And then our other friend, Mike. So I used to work with Mike at Holy Trinity, which was I worked for a daycare, essentially, their aftercare program, and he worked there too. So we'd known each other through high school, and we'd known each other through life, essentially. We were kind of not estranged, but just hadn't seen each other in a long time. He showed up that night, which was a nice surprise. So I was able to give him a hug and stuff like that. And that night, he ended up getting in a bad car wreck and passing away. So this song was written primarily about him, but the actual name of the song, "The Day the World Was Less," came from Josh from the 930 Club. So he was the bouncer there and ended up passing away. And Turner actually him and Josh were close friends, and he had posted on Twitter or Facebook or something and said the day just seems less. The world just seems less, you know. So I was like, I like that, and I can apply this to the song that I've been working on, and it is. So this is the day the world was less. Every time I play it, it's for Big Mike and for Josh. So. Man, it's been a while since I played this one. I got it. Hold on. There it is.
I woke up back every morning, flying over the ready to face the day. Gosh, I wasn't ready, but wait, that was about to rain on me. She asked me if I saw him last night. I hadn't said I hugged him pretty tight. Something wasn't right, there was tears in her eyes. Day the world was less. Stopping in my tracks, finding back the tears as she did the same. There we go. Stories so horrendous, also just senseless, so it's such a shame. Missing every night and day. I dream of the shore to say, can't believe we'll never hug again. The day the world was less. It'll never be the same. You'll never be forgotten. The day the world was less. The day the world was less. The day the world was less. The day that the world was less.
Mike and Josh. Awesome.
Mike and Josh.
Yeah, there was that. I remembered, and I was off. I'm balancing between because I have like a mute button here, but you can always hear me all the time. But I was like, yeah, I was trying to sneak it in like into your ear, like it's 2010. I know this one because I think
When I get those headphones, man, you can do it all you want.
exactly. Yeah, like we'll work it out. This is beautiful. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you are too, Maddie, because this is going really nice.
I'm having a blast. This is wonderful.
This is great.
It's so chill right now because right now I'm just talking to you and stuff. So it feels like I'm just having a conversation, playing music for you and stuff.
And you are. There's
love
other
that
people.
out there. How many followers do we have right now? Like how many people?
So
are
it's been
viewing?
it's been fluctuating up between around like 5, but that's people coming and going.
Okay.
At the stream summary at the end, I'll make you. I'm guessing we'll get about 20 to 30 unique since we didn't push it really hard.
Yeah.
But music is different. It picks up like a different section.
The category, yeah.
Yeah, but like the more we
had
build, trust me.
I was gonna say once we have the video in there, I think more people will be stunned by my or just good looks.
The goal is to raise it all. You want this to sound better and more gorgeous. You will be funding this, people. It's coming out of your pockets. and we're
It's
gonna
gonna
do
happen,
it.
folks. Just be ready.
Yeah. No, seriously, when we sent you that mic, that was a happy day. It was a happy
Was
day.
once I got it, set it up and everything, and it was working, and I got a little red light that's pointing at me, and I love it. I
That's
love
a-
this microphone.
It was the first ever M3 business expense. It came out of no. Who bought that mic? You did. Everyone listening. So that's awesome. And this is also, we're gonna put this on the main M3 feed as in podcast form too. So like people can listen afterwards. They can watch the video on YouTube, VOD on Twitch, or podcast form. So good.
I'm all about. So if you're watching later, hey.
Appreciate you. Yes. But yeah, no, that's I tried. I remember seeing that, and then I remember you kind of talking about how like you know why that song came about and how much it all meant to you. So I'm glad you're able to. There's probably a bit of catharsis that comes with writing songs like that and being able to memorialize someone you cared about forever.
Like, yeah, I think about like Mike all the time. You know, that's one of those that's never left me. But to be able to, when I have to play the song, obviously, memories just flood back into my mind. You know, he was a good dude, definitely was.
Well, we're 2021 and his memory lives.
It's nice to be reminded of him. You know, he was a very charismatic and nice guy.
Good. He deserves to have his legacy live on in that beautiful song. Probably one of the best on Chestnut.
Oh, thank you.
So what do you got next? What's on tap, Matthew? What do you got?
Oh, this is one that's going to be really hard for you not to sing. This is also one of those songs that I wrote years upon years ago. It's called November Chills. But
Gonna need some time.
November Rain.
I'm sorry. So many times.
Okay.
So many times. All right, go ahead and take it
Every
away. Baby.
single time. It's not just so many
Yeah.
times. Every single time.
But it's not on. I really do actively try.
It's so funny. I love it though.
But I don't ever think I know November Chills more than I know November Rain. Still, it's okay. All right, so go ahead and play the Chili song for us, buddy.
Yeah, cool. I wrote this one after my high school sweetheart breakup, essentially. So dated all throughout high school, and things didn't work out when I went to Florida. So this was one of those Florida songs that I had written called November Chills. You know, so it like life seemed kind of cheap at the time, and you know, I had to get my senses back in order and make sure that I realized that myself that life is not. It's we're precious metals, all of us, and it's not something you should throw away. You know? So this song's called November Chills.
Maybe it's a sign of times. Told me we'd be fine on the cold November day. Questions asked, but I'm not getting answers. Doors they all were locked. The keys were thrown away. Every
That had to be hard for you not to sing along to.
I was sitting here like shaking because I was gonna go for it. I was like, let's do it off air so I could see if it works. Because if it works, then I could do it in the future. But for all the future people listening, I wanted to make sure that this was preserved in a pure form, just pure Maddie, uncut Maddie.
Maybe the only time in M3 history.
Yeah,
that'll happen.
That's right. Yeah, other times I'm gonna just burst out. I can't help it. Even like the beginning, I was like, all right, Maddie, I'll hang back and let you do it. And then I was like, nah, this is a me and Maddie show now. I like talking to him. I can't hang back. It's too hard.
I'm into it. This is kind of what I was hoping would happen.
Yeah, this is how, like, you got to think, when me and Tyler started M3, it was different. They go back and listen to Joe Jorgensen's America and then listen to when me and Tom did stuff. Like, it starts off as one thing and then
it progresses. And you know what? That's natural. That's what's going to happen. So.
Right. And I'm glad they could see it live here, anywhere you're catching this.
Do it live.
So, do you know what we're gonna do, Maddie? Right now, you know what you get to be a part of, and I'm actually gonna make you a part of something that you've only been on the fan side. All right, are you ready for this?
Totally in. Oh, are you about to make a Patreon out of it?
You felt it.
Yes, I knew it. It was
right up
happening.
top there. There it is. I want you all to look there because you're live and you can actually see now. And this is a very rare instance where you can see. Maddie, I'm gonna frighten you now, okay?
Huh?
So you're gonna see something happen. You're gonna see something happen.
Ready.
If the Twitch screen is in front of you, folks, you're gonna see something happen here. If I can find the video, there it is.
Dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Here I am. You can't escape me. So now I am in you see my face. I am here. You can't get away from me. Right there is patreon.com/M3podcast. Right there. You go there. Maddie gets a premium reimbursement for how boyish she is. Okay? Make him a rich man. Make us rich people. Make everyone involved with this rich people. Boys. Rich boys. Maddie can be a rich boy now. So many rich boys coming down the pipes, throwing premium content down your gullet. And that's it. I'm not going to go too hard. It's there. $5 a month. Get it in. The more money you send us, the better Maddie you'll sound, the better I'll sound, the better we'll all look. As much as you like looking at that picture right there, don't you want to see Maddie in full HD? Full HD?
Full HD, baby. If you got a 4K TV, that's what we're going to work it on.
Yes, Maddie in 4K. You can see it. But that's it. That's the Patreon push. I'm going to hide again. And yeah, it's gone. I was never here. Woo.
Hi, Alex.
Yeah, I was saving that. I just had to do one because I was feeling it. I was like, no, I want Maddie to be a part of this.
I was feeling it too, which is, I think, how I knew, you know?
If it's going to be on the main feed.
Force is strong with that one.
Yeah, like if it is. It's a good bit. We won't do a whole episode. I won't do that, but we're not too hard there. But anyway, Maddie, we've done the push. We've told people where to send this gang money. So it's time for you to shake that thing. You got another song for us?
Shake that ding, shake that ding.
That's it. That's a song. All right,
I've got a couple songs. So again, we're throwing in covers and stuff in here too, and I've got a big cover block here for you, and then we'll end strong with a couple of my songs.
Hell yeah.
This one is one of my favorite songs of all time. It's a traditional song, but it's a rendition from a band called Uncle Tupelo, who were the main front of the whole all-country scene. Their version is by far my favorite, so that's the one that I closest resemble when I do my version of it. Other bands that have done it, like Woody Guthrie and Bob Dylan, and then you've also got like Cat Power has done a version of this. This song's called Moonshiner. I haven't played it in a long time, so if I mess up the words, I'm sorry.
Long years I spent all
and we're gonna need a full version of that, full band version. So when you come into town, we're gonna work on that, right?
I love that song so much.
You've played that one for forever, and that was the first time I heard you say who sings it originally.
Yep.
Never knew.
Actually, there are 2 Uncle Tupelo songs on here because I did them so very frequently. I loved that band. I still do love that band, but back then I loved that band.
The band is Uncle Tupelo?
Uncle Tupelo, yeah. So yeah,
I've never heard of Uncle Tupelo. Might just pull
split
it up
up.
now.
They've got other projects that you've probably heard of. I'm not going to say what their names are because I'm drawing a blank at the moment. I know them, but
Right on.
in the early '90s, late '80s, they were forefront of the country.
They recorded on a record label called Rockville Records.
Yes, they did.
What?
How fitting, right?
That's insane. I just pulled up the
Which is one of the
Wikipedia.
reasons why if I were to open up a record store, I can't use Rockville Records.
God, that sucks.
That's okay. Rockville's Record Supply is what it would be.
I see. I like how you already have the plan. You're like, nah, I know how to get around this
It's already
already.
there. It's deep in my head.
It's okay. Hey, if you
It's
ever need,
so bad.
if you ever need some help, though, I'm a branding guy. All right.
Yes, you are.
You can just call all your stores the Rockville Residency, your house.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty. So let's
Your
see.
podcast affiliation.
That's right.
Find us through patreon.com/M3podcast. That's M, the number 3 podcast.
Don't put a the or you'll get lashed.
No those.
No does at all. All right, Maddie. So we have, I think we're going to go for 15 minutes of our
I can
airtime.
do that.
So let's go with just whatever you have left. And then, of course, we'll leave with, parting comments and stuff. This has been wonderful. We're coming up to an hour, too, which is great.
Yeah.
Uninterrupted stream, which that's really for me. I was like, well, what makes this episode a success? And well, it's the stream running. That's it. Everything else is extra time.
Could be
It's all extra.
an appearance from Chet Chesapeake,
What are you talking about? He's dead. He's not alive
Did you
yet.
know that there was a Texas version of Chet Chesapeake out here?
No, there isn't. I will fight him.
Yeah.
I'll fight him. Who? Real quick for you.
Chet Chesapeake, we're calling him Ranch Denton.
Ranch Denton
out here.
Shit.
Ranch Denton. He's playing the best Texas live country,
Really? Well, up next on what's his name? Ranch Denton.
Ranch Denton.
Do you want Ranch to introduce the next song?
Ranch Denton? Yeah, sure.
Well, welcome to WQAR, the Tex, and this is Ranch Denton here with Matthew W. Rockville. Matthew, I heard tell that you're working on a new album, but you won't tell anybody, so instead of, bubbling up your ire and stuff, why don't you just play us a tune? Ranch Denton.
Sounds good there, good buddy.
I'm sorry. You made me do that.
I did make you do that. And I loved every second of it. So, it's not fully official, but it is official. I haven't gotten the email from the old Bowie-Town Grow yet, but I'm still going to go ahead and say it here, even though I haven't done any, Facebook postings of it or anything. But obviously.
Yes.
I'm back into Maryland for halfway to St. Patrick's Day on September 17th. We'll be playing at the old Bowie-Town Grow. We're going to be playing Matty Rockville and the Empty Bottle. So I got Alex and Tyler and Addison joining me, and then a few friends that are going to be coming by too. So without putting away too many surprises, this is one of the songs that we used to do. Called "If I Should Fall from Grace with God" by the Pogues.
Yes.
If I should fall from grace with God, well, no doctor can believe me. If I'm buried beneath the sun, the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the mud where rivers all run dry. This land was always ours, was If I should fall for rest with God, well, no doubts can relieve me. If I'm buried beneath the sun, the angels won't receive me. Let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go down in the bar where it's all running wild.
God, the Pogues.
Thank you.
What a shame we gonna have to drink so much.
Right.
Just a little less. You know, like everything.
He's got his teeth fixed.
He did?
Oh yeah, he was a handsome man.
Well, you said he needs to, or he did get his teeth fixed?
He did get them fixed.
Good, yeah, 'cause that
all
was-
new veneers and stuff. Like he's got a full smile. It's crazy.
That's good. Somebody we know, and I think it maybe one of the Navy people. No, I don't know. It's someone we knew though. Came up to we were talking about. It was at the grill years ago. Was talking about meeting Shane McGowan. He's like, I shook his hand, and I just felt like this horrible negative energy overcome me. He was just like, oh, like, and I was like, really? Like that sucks. I'm sorry. But
I vaguely have a memory of this.
yeah, I don't know who this was, but maybe we can figure it out. We'll dig in our memory banks. But the Pogues
Dig
ruled.
around.
And y'all used to kick the shit out of that song, especially when Brothers McGinnis would play it live with the full band.
Oh yeah.
There was something special to that. But I'm excited to hear that one live.
Personally, I liked the Stout 7 version better than the Brothers McGinnis version, just because the Brothers McGinnis version was focused around John and Steve.
It kicked y'all off stage.
Fine. They did a beautiful job of it, but I always like to be a part of it. So.
Yes, that's right. That's why to me, like half of Chestnut Avenue was brilliant. Right? There's 5 brilliant songs. Then there's 5. Well, you know, I wasn't on them, so. Nah, I love it.
What you're saying?
Actually, dude, it needed to be like Chestnut Avenue. If I could actually talk about it for a minute, it's great. Everyone should go and listen to it. I highly recommend it. Not just because I'm on half of it, but it's a good piece of work, and it's really there's not a lot of like it's pretty raw in terms of what got put into it. Correct?
It's very simple.
Good word for it.
Very simple. And that was kind of the goal with it. You know, I don't have any electric guitar on it at all. Not a single bit of electric guitar.
I think I'm the only electric instrument technically.
Technically, yeah.
If you can, you know, I could have used an acoustic bass, and then we could have been cool. My bad.
What's funny is I brought someone in to record stand-up bass, and it didn't turn out well at all. There were 3 songs that we tried to do it with, and it just didn't sound right.
Which ones? I'm curious. Actually, I don't remember ever hearing this.
The stand-up bass, it was because of the person playing the stand-up bass wasn't
Right.
very great at it.
Yes, I think I know who we're talking about. Again, we don't have to name names, but
I'm not naming names. That one's already mad at me enough.
but like, was it ones that I went back and played on, or was it just?
Oh yeah, everything got retracked with the electric bass.
Nice. This fucking
Taking
Sting.
an appearance once in that album.
Can I say
Little bass
actually
today.
a regret that I have is that I didn't pick a different bass. I shouldn't have used a Stingray. I should have used something with like a deader tone, like a Fender or something.
I don't disagree with you on there. I was to prepare for today. I was actually listening to it last night, and it's the first time I've listened to it through headphones in a long time. Mm-hmm. And the bass sounds wonderful. You did some amazing things with that.
Just the Stingray.
But again, that tone was, I don't think the tone I was searching for. It was very raw, and it was very plucky.
Punchy
I don't
is
think
another
that's-
one.
Yeah, punchy. It was punchy.
And that's the only regret, because I feel like if I had played the way I played with a deader sounding bass, because I even feel like I turned the tone volume down. It's just Stingrays have a punch to it.
So,
it's like a
yeah,
Rickenbacker.
punchy.
So,
Beautiful basses. I love them.
but it's just that's why like I only have the Stingray. Like coming forward, I think when we play, I'm probably gonna be use the Fender that Tyler has. It makes more
Still,
sense.
you're talking about Tyler's Fender?
Yeah, the one that the Franken bass that he's butchered and put DC and Marvel
Yes.
comics on the same thing. It's psychopath.
Yes.
psycho.
Oh, good for him, though.
He needs to
I
go to
like
jail.
it.
No, he needs to go to jail for that. It's
They all
illegal.
coexist, right? Isn't that the thing? Coexist.
Yeah, but not. It defies logic. Damn it. You
Not
should
in
hear,
the same world, in
So it's
theory,
not even-
until you start mixing things together.
dude. I'm fake outraging. I feel like Tom had real outrage. Like he reached out to Tyler. I was like, what the fuck? DC, Marvel, cats and dogs. But Maddie, do you have 2 more beautiful songs for us to bring this wonderful podcast / stream to a glorious conclusion?
Man, I'll go ahead and play two original songs. How's that sound?
Bang it out. We'll do 2, play them back to back, and then we'll close out with some lovely comments. That cool with you, baby?
Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, do your thing.
All right, so one of these, the first song I'm going to play is called "Cheers to Results." So this was another one of those bad breakup songs. The last night I ever saw this girl was based off of this night that the song is about. It started off as a really nice day. We went to the Maryland Renaissance Festival. We were there, and she was drinking, and I was not. I was the DD. So she was drinking. I drove home. When we got back to her apartment, she took a nap, and I picked up a 750 of Jack Daniels, and I proceeded to drink the whole damn thing. I was really impressed with myself. And after I drank it, she had woken up, and we decided to make dinner, and we ended up just getting into a huge fight. And I know I was blacked out, so I remember one of the things that I had said was be happy with just being with someone like a cat the whole time. So I don't know. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I was not necessarily proud of everything that had happened. So I couldn't drive, but I needed to get the hell out of there. So I left, and I just started walking. She lived in Odenton at the time, way off of 175. And so I started walking. I walked down the highway there, and I end up on the same road as Piney Orchard. I finally got a hold of Tyler, and Tyler and Callie came and picked me up. And I made it all the way to Piney Orchard, where they do the hockey and stuff. And that was a solid, like, 2 miles hammered. I was impressed with myself. So this is Cheers to Results. Not my finest moment, but I love the song.
Damn good song. Damn good song for a fine moment.
Fun fact, all the on the recording, all the cheers to results, like people yelling cheers and stuff, are actually her friends. I won a bunch of the friends in the breakup.
You're just a sweet guy, man.
It's not about being sweet. Okay, maybe it is. Anyway, here's Cheers to Results.
Those nights I can't remember. Bottles got us by the hand in a hand. Those words I didn't know I was saying to your heart as it was breaking inside. One stumble to the frustration I am feeling. To how I want you back, but I'm already dead inside. So the world as it keeps on turning.
That was the hardest to not sing along with. That was the hardest. That was fun. I remember recording the cheers.
It was you and Tyler and Addison, and then I had the other few friends that I had won from the breakup who happened to show up that day. Got them on the cheers too.
Hey, Greg!
Did I get the whole group?
You remember Greg? Greg came.
Oh, that's right, Greg came. Oh man.
Pop Punk
Yeah,
Greg.
he's a good dude.
I love Greg. I think he still plays and stuff. I followed, like, he's out in Florida doing his thing.
He is. He's setting up. He's always setting up something. He's got a button company that he's running right now, and
Like buttons,
playing
like
music.
Shirt?
yeah, like buttons, like like. I hate to say it, it's the dying art form of buttons. Like you don't see them very often anymore, but they still exist. They're cheap to make, so
Nah, nice. Well, I love it.
you get your M3 buttons. And
I don't know if we have buttons set up on the merch page. We haven't really officially even launched the merch page. We have to reevaluate some things, and then we'll relaunch.
you contact Greg when you get everything settled. That's
right. Make us some buttons, brah.
Some buttons. The
I'd be
coolest
down.
buttons I ever had. I loved them. They said Matty Rockville. They had a white guitar in the center, and it was a red button. I wish I had one of those left. I saw a picture of it the other day, and I was like, "Oh man, that was such a cool button."
Buttons and
It's
the
a cool
buttons will sell
logo.
too. They're good. They're cheap to make. You can give them away. You can sell them. It's a
They're
good little
easy
piece
to
of
give
merch.
away.
Nice. Well, Maddie, what do you
Stickers,
have
like-
to? Oh, sorry to cut you off there. It's the beautiful internet lag. But what do you have to close out this glorious first venture? And to you on Twitch, you're a Twitch streamer now. You can tell everybody you know that. Well, I'm a Twitch streamer. now,
Officially
you know?
a Twitcher.
They don't call it that. It's like saying you play football, like go out on a football. I'm a footballer now. It's like,
I'm a
no.
footballer now.
But you can tell everyone you
I
know.
got my helmet.
You're a Zoomer now. You're a Gen Z boy.
Got it.
But what are we
I've joined the
closing?
club.
What are we closing out with today, big guy? What do you got?
I think, you know me. You know, there's one song that always has to be done.
That's right, Darius Rucker's classic.
That one. I'm not doing that one. Oh my goodness.
I had to do
If I don't
it.
have to play that song, I won't play that song. But there is one that I do. It's the first song on the record, and it's one of my favorites to play. The song is called Shades of Blue.
Play him for him, baby.
They said we had the best of our lives to feel were on my mind. The only thing used to get me through is nights like these when I was dreaming of you, and I'm new and alright. The days are rough, the nights are rough. Only thing about my heart gets tougher with you. We're on my mind. The only thing used to get me through is nights like this and I was thinking of you, but I'm new and alright. And I hope you are just fine.
I want you to go ahead and praise yourself for the high note. It was hit, Maddie. The high note was hit.
Pretty close.
Nah, you're being awarded the points. It was hit. It
I'll
doesn't
take 'em.
live is different. And I was like, is he gonna go for it? And you did. And I was like, he hit it. Nope. 10. I raised the 10 card. You win. Maddie, this has been phenomenal. Everybody who's watching, thank you. Everyone who has watched, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're doing more of this. For a pilot, working out the kinks episode, a lot of things went right here. I'm very happy.
Definitely
I
a
hope
good
you have
time.
fun.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. But like, just going, actually, it's funny. I think going forward, maybe just the Rockville Residency is a podcast between me and you where you get to play your music. Really
I'm into it.
kind of what it ended up shaking out to be. But this was great. The music was great. And this will be, whether you're listening to this after the fact, whether you caught this live, this was fun. And we're going to do this a lot more. You want to leave them with anything, Maddie? You want to give them anything? Plug anything? Say goodbye? What do you got?
I'll just say, if you're listening, you're in the Maryland area, September 17th, Old Bowie Town Grill. It's going to be happening. Lots of surprise guests coming in the works with that too, but you'll have all the boys. We'll all be there.
The boys will be back in town, but the best boy will be
Boys are
back in town. Maddie's going to be home, and we're going to see you. We can all group hug, and it's going to be gorgeous and beautiful.
We're all vaxxed, so it's like we're good.
Vaxxed.
Daddies.
Ready. We are Vax Daddies. We are ready, and we are coming to your town. We're coming to your town, baby.
To your town.
Well, that is it, folks. The Rockville Residency. It is done. Maddie, phenomenal job. The people are
Thank you so much, Alex. I definitely appreciate it.
Oh, this is your show. You're the star, and there will be more. Folks, we love you. Patreon.com/M3podcast. Go to all the links below. Listen to Maddie's album. Just send them money. Just send them in an envelope. Hundreds of dollars. I don't care how it gets there. Just
Hundreds upon thousands.
yeah, just figure out a way to get it there. It's your responsibility, not ours. Have a good day and goodbye. And ending.